Accept the evil in its own unspeakable face.
Welcome back to Tea and Toys. And now we have Wave 2 Tygra from the Super 7 line. Here he is. This release, now, before he was even made into plastic, there was a lot of back and forth. Is Tygra blue? Is Tygra green? Should he be like the old toy? Should he be like the differing on-screen colour appearances of Tygra? Now, as of this video, I cannot even remember what colour Tygra should be in my head. I'm happy with how he's turned out green-wise. A lot of people think the oranges are maybe a bit too bright. But if Tygra is based on the South China tiger, which is an orange-coloured tiger, now this is that representation of that. Like, we know Bengali is based on the white version of a Bengali tiger, but it's never been confirmed what type of subspecies Tygra is meant to be based on. So the fact that they've used this nice bright orange for Tygra, I'm going South China tiger for this one, and big tiger fan. I love tigers. So that's what I'm going to consider Tygra to be. What's your thoughts on that? What subspecies of tiger do you think Tygra should be? I'm guessing because he's one of the shortest characters, Sumatran, and he's obviously got the fluffy hair, Sumatran tiger would be actually a better pick, if I'm honest. But the orange colour, based on this figure, and I'm defending the brightness of this orange, I'm saying South China tiger. But anyway, that's enough about tiger talk. Let's go back to Tygra talk. Not spelt the same way as the Marvel hero Tygra. Here he is, in the greenish colour. And it would be worth mentioning, yes, I am more than aware of the missing elbow plate on Tygra. Other reviewers have mentioned it, and I did watch a video in regards to this with Brian at Super 7 with Thebes from the Foosh, and if I'm honest, I didn't like what Brian said, that, oh, you know, not all toy companies are going back and creating an extra tool for this and that. You know, the one I received had the elbow pad on. I get it. I work in the manufacturing field, where you can get a sample set, it's sent, it's perfect, and when it comes to bulk, something gets messed up at the factory side. It does happen all the time. It is unfortunate, and it is annoying, it is frustrating, especially as we've waited 2 years for this. But we know there were obviously shenanigans with the factory. This was considered a low priority to them, because they're moving from working with Super 7 to their big customer, which is Mattel on the Jurassic Park line. You can understand that. The priorities were there. The big boy was saying, hey, here's $1 billion, make our toys first. So this line was put back. We had the Chinese New Year, we had the Coof. A lot of things were going against Wave 2 Thundercats. And unfortunately, this is a result of that. Now, going back to what Brian was saying on the interview, I think it would be silly for them not to do it. They went back, they redid the Panthro thing, they did that correction. All right, they didn't correct Jackalman's lower legs. Again, that's frustrating. But it's just one of those things. There's always errors, QC issues on all toy lines. On all toy lines, it happens. I'm not defending Super 7 necessarily for not wanting to do this. I think they should. They've shown they've been good with customers with the Panthro thing and the other half of the Jackalman thing. If they were to do this as a pack-in with, let's say, Wily Kit, Wily Cat, this armband, most people that are picking up Tygra are going to get Wily Kit and Wily Cat, unless they're sticking with the Mattel versions. So if you're watching this, Brian, or if anybody that's associated with this watching this, you know, now month late review, I guess, because everybody else, is big boys have already done it, I would say package this elbow pad with Wily Kit, Wily Cat whilst you still can, or do it with Bengali, the other tiger. People seem to think they're brothers. This is one thing that annoys me. He's a brother in arms, not that they're tigers, that they're brothers. They're clearly not brothers. Two different subspecies of tiger. So I go back to that. Brothers in arms. That's all Tygra or Bengali meant. Brothers in arms, nothing more, nothing less. Like Tarantulas wasn't an acolyte of Unicron. It was just Megatron saying he's a spawn of the devil. That's it. But some of these scenes that these fans, they grapple onto, it's not true. Bengali and Tygra are not brothers. But anyway, let's go over what Tygra comes with. Sorry, I'm segueing too much on this one. Snarling face. Now, I actually think that his eyes seem too far apart on this head. And it's not, I'm not sold by it. So I'm glad this one came out better in my eyes. It comes with a plastic version of the Bolo whip, which, I don't know, it's lovely that they did this big whip coming round, but to display that's going to be just frustrating. It's going to knock over other characters. And you get a closed up version of the Bolo whip. And on the figure you've got east-west open fists, and he comes with north-south open fists, like so. And he comes with the claw hands. I actually quite like the claw hands. I think they can be quite useful. And he comes with a rope version of the Bolo whip. You see, I've been trying to fiddle with this to try and get him to hold it, and you have it wrapped around him, but the problem with that is it's this part that will just be dangling somewhere. So others have said that maybe a wired version would have been better for displaying over a rope version. Obviously in time, like with the capes, the wire would get brittle and snap. I'm happy with what they've done here, so I'll figure out a way to better hold the end of the Bolo whips. He's like, I've thrown this at you, and he's just holding the weapon end. But yeah, and obviously we all know about the articulation side of things when it comes to these ThunderCats figures. He's a little bit limited on his knees because of the pants. You can see that, trying to pull up the knee there, and the pants are just trying to come off, which is a bit frustrating. So yeah, articulation wise, that is hindered on Tygra, but you can still get some great poses with him. That aside, you know, he's a lot of people's favourite ThunderCat, and I think he probably is one of mine. I like all the characters. I like all the ThunderCat characters. But yeah, I've also got a little special place in my heart for Tygra. I guess just the love for tigers, I think. That's why I really, really want to get Bengali as well. Have them together. No, they're not brothers. They just look good together because they're both tigers. So there we are. That is Tygra. The grumbles, the moans, the talk about tigers. Do you think Super 7 should do the pack-in shoulder pad with Wily Cat or an invisible version of Tygra? I personally don't want to pay another 50 quid essentially for the shoulder pad, because I will just sell that invisible Tygra. I got no interest in invisible Tygra, Spirit Jugger, Ghost Groon. I have no interest in those types of figures. No interest. But yeah, don't forget to like, love, subscribe, and make some comments. And I'll see you guys and girls in the next one.